Today we're going to talk about the moon in Aries and how it's being aspected. So when we have the moon in Aries, we're going to be inclined, being that Aries is a cardinal sign, it's a masculine sign, it's a fire sign, we're going to be more inclined to want to get things done. So things that we've started either at the beginning of this year, the true year, which would have been March 21st in the spring, we might be addressing things from back then. The trending topic that we've been discussing here is what sets us apart, what our passions are. So, and we'll see how this is lining up right now. Because even though we're in a waning moon phase, right? And Aries is cardinal. So that Aries energy, that moon and Aries energy, we're feeling like we need to get things done. And not only do we need to get them done, we need to tie up all these loose ends, and we don't need it done now. We need it done right now. So that can be challenging in and of itself, because while we're doing that, we have to maintain an air of, if you are not easily inclined to be soft and pink, and I mean that across the board, or if you want to say soft and yellow, if you're a male, just about how you're going about getting the things that you desire, right? So we have the moon trining Venus. Venus is currently in Leo. So our feelings, which are in Aries, we want to get things done, are seamless right now with Venus in Leo. So we want to address these things that have to do with how we show up in the world, right? How we present ourselves on the stage of life, the things that we want to be known and adored for, right? So there's an ease and flow there. So our emotions and feelings are lined up with our passions, right? So, and getting these things, these loose ends tied up. So, because we're in a waning moon. So then we have the moon opposing Jupiter. So Jupiter having, moon is in Aries, Jupiter is in Libra. So Libra having to do with all of our relationships across the board, not just a love relationship, and our business partners, anybody that we may be doing business with, as well. So with this, we want to be mindful of how are we coming off to others? How are we dealing with people in certain positions? And I personally had to check myself on this morning, because I have this really intense energy, being a double Aries, natally double Aries, but I am aligning myself with my progress chart. So I need to be a little more toned down, allow that Venus to fill me and move that way, right? Put my actions being aligned with Venus, soft and pink. So when I'm dealing with others and I'm following up, instead of me having this Martian energy where I just want to ram everything and everyone until they just do what needs to be done, I have to step back. And we as a whole, being that this is a transit that we're discussing, the moon opposing Jupiter in Libra, we have to adjust our energy. We have to know that this is a give and take. So even though an individual might be taking forever to process whatever it is they're supposed to be processing for you or doing for you in a business relationship, right now you got to pump your brakes and think about what kind of energy are you generating. You know, you have to ground yourself, because people can feel your energy. You might wonder, okay, well, somebody doesn't like you, or, you know, they seem annoyed with you. Check your energy. Pull all of that energy in, especially if you're dealing with a lot of fire or impatience or what have you. Pull all of that in, because people can feel that. And especially with the moon opposing Jupiter, you know what I'm saying? And Jupiter dealing with our relationship. So there may be a natural inclination to oppose whatever it is, you know, whoever we're addressing or whatever it is we're addressing. It might be their natural inclination to just oppose us for whatever, you know, notions that they have already have of us. Okay, so then we have a moon trining Saturn. Moon trine Saturn. So we, again, this is reiterating the fact that we want to be cautious. We want to be respectful. We're dealing with our feelings, and we're dealing with getting things done seriously. And Saturn being in Sagittarius, so, you know, depending on where that falls in your chart, we're dealing with higher education, travel. So maybe you're traveling. You want to keep these things in mind. If you are traveling, Mercury just came out of retrograde, but we're still in the shadow period. If you're traveling, you know, your feelings might say, I want to go to the fuck home, and you might be waiting and whatnot, but that one person who can get you on the plane, or, you know, maybe you're riding standby or whatever, you need to remember Saturn is ruled by what? The knees, right? So we need to internally get on our knees and really check ourselves and give the respect that, you know, that for what we desire to others, or so that others can come through on what it is that we desire, right? Because again, Saturn is about crystallizing our desires. And so, again, Aries, Moon being in Aries, we're going to want to ram into everything. But the good thing about this is that if we can rein in the extra fire, the wildfire, if we can pull that in and ground it, and then dealing with Saturn, we're going to get things done, and we're going to get them done efficiently. And others that we have to deal with are going to respect and see that. So, but there's a very thin line that we have to be mindful of. So, what else do we have? We have the Moon squaring Pluto. So, when we have Pluto right now is in Capricorn. So again, you know, many of us, especially those of us who are dealing with new moon with North Node in Leo, South Node in Aquarius. And if you are especially in Aries rising, you have your natal Pluto in the 10th house of Capricorn in your midheaven, right? So when Pluto is there, we're dealing with rebirth, resurrection, tearing down and rebuilding, sort of like the Tower card in astrology. Things might seem scary, you know, but we have to, maybe things have already been torn down, and right now we're attempting to rebuild, or we've already began the rebuilding process weeks ago or months ago, and then, you know, we're still waiting on others. So you can see how this all folds in together. So, but the key factor here is Moon is square Pluto. There are going to be some challenges in our approach. Excuse me. So, okay, so I was saying Moon square Pluto. So basically, you know, we're ready to rise from the ashes, but we're sort of in this phase where kind of see the Pluto as like an alpha omega situation, the beginning and the end, but we're sort of like in a waiting period, you know. We've ended some things and we began new things, so we're sort of just like in a waiting room of, you know, of life to begin our new project, or, you know, to begin a new job, or maybe some people are waiting to hear back from a job or back from others regarding, you know, certain projects or prospects or properties, whatever it is that you're into. So again, Moon, but the square, I like to think about it like this. A square, what do? We go up, right? We go over. So, you know, we got to travel up a steep hill, right? Then once we get over that, then we have some time where we're walking smooth, and then again, we have a drop, right? When we're doing a square. So I like to think about a square like that. Like, there's going to be ups and downs, but a square is very, very, very definitive, right? So as long as we can get up that steep hill and get over, and, you know, make sure that we are having balance, that we're balancing our Mars and Venus energy, that we're being respectful to others, that we're reining in our fire, or, you know, our personal bullshit that we might have going on. And if we're waiting on others to process things for us, or to respond to us, or to pay us, or whatever that may be, we need to be as respectful as possible. We need to understand that, yes, we're going to have some challenges, but however, once we get over these the highways of life, you know, we'll have some time, we'll have a smooth ride. So I hope that makes sense, and enjoy your Moon in Aries. I will talk to you guys soon in the next video.